Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back, loyal viewers. I'm Kerry, the nosy housefrau, and today I'll be sticking my nose in on various topics, a veritable cornucopia of subjects. So thank you for joining me. And I know I can hear it right now when I put this little look together. I can see all the people going to type comments that you guys have been going bagonkers for my eye look. Thank you. Go ahead, leave your comments. I can take it. This eye look is from the Conspiracy palette. Remember this relic from just a few months ago? The old news? And I thought, maybe you're not just supposed to buy the palette. Maybe if I risked life and limb and trampled a couple of tweens, they're fine now, they're fine. And maybe I should actually use the palette more than just once for a review. And so I did. And my eyes are now sporting some beautiful colors that I love on here. Inner eyelid is the Diet Cola, which is just, can we just not forget how gorgeous this is? The Diet Cola, I'm using a little bit of spiraling and my rides here in the corner. And then this is, what is it? Just a Theory I've used right next to the darker parts. And then up top, I first did a layer of this Flaming Hot, and it was quite pinkish. And no, it's like an orangey, but it was kind of pink too. I think I used a little Trisha. No, I did. I used Flaming Hot, and it was really bright. So then I kind of went over that and toned it with a little of this cheese dust. So those are the colors that I'm using. And then I put a little Just a Theory on below, Diet Cola on the inner eye. And I love this palette. But aren't we, let's just say, and this is nothing against, the CEOs and beauty communities. If this hurts your feelings, you can comfort yourself in some corner of your castle because you'll be just fine. I just want to point out that we are trained. At some point you realize your cats have you trained. But then at another point, we as consumers have been trained. They have got us on a perpetual loop. And I know I'm raining on the parade because it really is fun to collect makeup. We have to acknowledge that. It's not just about applying makeup. Sometimes it's about collecting it. But now we get these things like they're the holy grail when they're promoted, when they're coming out. We've got to have them. I'm going to work an extra shift to get the money for it. I've done that. And then you get it and it's like a trophy that you've won. I was so thrilled when I got this, and then I used it and put it on this shelf. You're like, this is great. I've got the Conspiracy palette. Thank you. Congratulations. And then you put it on the shelf and you're like, now what? What I'm saying is, don't feel bad if you can't get the next hot palette, because that next hot palette is going to be irrelevant very quickly, and that's in order to get you to bring out your wallet again, because it's a what next thing. And in fact, it's not just to get you to be a consumer. Some of it is because people who are CEOs, people who are very active in the beauty community, in their business, they want to do what's next too. This was the one question asked of Jeffree Star. What is your thought process? Are you like, now that you've made this, I think it was when Blood Sugar came out, now you've got the crown jewel in your career. What are you going to do now? And he's like, no, I'm not going to rest. I want to know what's next. I think he answered Shane Dawson that way. Yeah, Shane was asking him. He's like, no, what's next? I want to know what's next. And I believe from people I have met in Hollywood, there's always this feeling that the more you have, the more you could lose. And so you have to keep working. And that's fine. That's his work ethic. That's completely fine. But as consumers, I want people to think twice before they fall into the mode of what's next. How much makeup do you need? Some people thought I did this courageous thing by taking myself off of PR lists and not being an affiliate with anybody. What did I give up? What, you know what I mean? Like, how much do you really need that? If I really need something, I can work an extra shift and get it. And don't forget, part of the fun of collecting makeup, if you're a makeup collector or even if you just want some makeup, part of that fun is the anticipation. Part of the fun before you go on a vacation is packing or preparing or anticipating it. Those things are fun. So if you're in that place where you can't get the next new palette, enjoy the desire to have it. Know that there isn't anything you want that is eternally out of your grasp. I'm about to run out of my Smashbox So I was going to ask everybody, now this is the kind of thing, you know, you do have to replace a lot, and you could get more of, wow, it's getting lower than I thought. But I think I bought this and I've worn it a lot. Certainly I'll have, you know, there were a few weeks where I didn't wear any makeup. And this, you know, you have to wear makeup for you. You have to, you know what I mean? You have to do it for you, and you have to wear your makeup, not let your makeup wear you. And so I laid it on a little thick today, but it was fun. This Studio Skin 24-hour wear hydrating foundation, I really like this. And what I did was I went to Sephora. If you didn't see me talk about this before, I had Smashbox on this cheek, Fenty on this cheek, and Smashbox 1. But I'm going to go back. I am going to get the Gerard Cosmetics BB cream this week. I have to have that because somebody sent me this amazing face illuminator, and I was so grateful. It was not Gerard Cosmetics, but it was a company that is not cruelty free. And so I can't endorse it. I can't buy it. And I was so mad because they put a little on my face and I was like, God damn, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Are you just hurting bunnies? Just kidding. I want people to know that to say you're not going to buy cruelty-free does not mean you have to be a vegetarian or vegan. You don't have to be those things, but just consider that the meat that you eat has had one bad day. Animals for animal testing are suffering all the time for long lengths of time. And I won't go into the atrocities because I hate when people try to sway people with atrocities. I'm too sensitive. I'm not going to do that to you. Everybody's been talking about the mom who hit her kid, and I was crying over that yesterday, just crying. I'm going to cry now if I think about it. This is how on the surface my emotions are at this age. It's heartbreaking. I'm going to get chest pains. More chest pains. So I just want to make people know that you don't have to feel bad about what you can't buy, and you don't have to buy everything. And that's why, not being on an affiliate link, I can say these are the things that are worth your money. If you're going to get one palette, what will it be? And I'm going to go through my palettes this week and take out ones that I haven't used in a long time, like my Modern Renaissance, which I have sent to a lot of people because they really liked it. Not a lot of people. I sent this one to 3 people last year. But oh God, it's velvet. Good. We don't like to touch the velvet. But this palette, I like, but I don't think I liked it quite as much as other people do. Oh, what did I do with that thing? I think it's in the drawer. I'm a disorganized mess right now. I've got to get my makeup more organized. That's the other thing. More to have is more to organize. I love watching Michele Wang go through. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it below. But she went through. I'm fascinated by these people that have like a department store of makeup. It's amazing. And again, I admit some makeup is just fun to have. Whether you're going to use it or not, it's nice to have. And she pulls out a drawer and she's got all like the plastic containers for all of the lipsticks and stuff. Sorry, I got stuff on my hands. And I enjoy that. I remember when Gigi Gorgeous did her beauty room. I love beauty room tours and things like that. I want my IKEA vanity. And so I'm actually thinking of, in the guest room here, putting a vanity into the wall. My husband's friend does woodworking, and I really like woodworking. Smokey Glow's dad has a woodworking channel that I will put below. I love woodworking, and I thought it would be nice to take these old bookshelves and use the parts for the books. I have a lot of bookshelves downstairs, and use parts for the books, but also build a vanity into that wall because it's old and it goes into the wall. I thought that would be a really cool setup. And it could be something that converts back later if you sell the house or somebody doesn't want that there. I thought that was a nice idea. Anyway, just food for thought that I wanted to bring up with you people regarding palettes. They're wonderful to have. They are just fun to buy, but we don't really use them as much as we buy them. We definitely, many of us, particularly those of us who want to review and do stuff online, we buy more than we need because we want to share our thoughts on them, which I think is great. But in real life, you don't really need to have all of that stuff. So I want to know what you guys think is your favorite foundation. I'm in the market for some foundation, and this one has been really good. But I might try other ones. I still have my cold. In fact, it's a little worse today than it was yesterday. That's disheartening after weeks of having this stupid thing not quite get bad, but just hang on. And I am on a powerful antibiotic, but as you probably know, antibiotics don't work on a virus. And speaking of viruses, that's a perfect segue to tell you that I'm going to link below Paige's video from yesterday, because she had me dying. That woman can make me laugh. I'm telling you, my son came in to see what was so funny, because I was laughing so hard at her expressions, the way she's so direct. I'm gonna laugh just thinking about it. She just puts the hazmat suit on, and I know this isn't funny, but and obviously the coronavirus isn't funny, but we have to keep our sense of humor. We just seem to be losing our sense of humor, and there were a couple of people in the comments who were offended, and I know that this is not nice, but that for some reason made me laugh harder. Like, 'cause she's going off and she's ranting, and there's people like, people aren't taking this seriously. And she's like going through her groceries. She went through every single thing she bought, and the minutia of it was even more hilarious, because she's got the whole hazmat outfit on. Oh my gosh. She put those gloves on. I was just dying. And as usual, people don't watch till the end, I think, because she did say at the end, she gave this disclaimer. If you've ever watched Olympia and all the impersonations that they do, links below. I'm going to have so many links with all these mentions, but he will break out of character and then say, a bit about how he made that character. He always wants to be careful not to offend people. And at the end of her video, Paige also said, this is a serious thing, just letting people know that she's taking that lighthearted approach. And I think that's a good thing to do. I don't think anybody's going to be less careful because they're going to be like, oh, it can't kill you. People know it's serious. People know. The coronavirus is the cold virus that is mutated. Some people are thinking it might not ever go away. But regardless of who's making a joke, I think everybody in the back of our mind has wondered, no matter where you live, you've wondered how close maybe you've been to it. And at some point, will you be exposed? It's highly possible. So washing your hands, not touching your face, those same rules about the flu will apply here. And there's no need to push the panic button. Okay, so I want to go back to PR, because I think you guys might be amused by this email exchange I had with a company who will remain anonymous. I don't even know if I would be able to out them. I don't know their name. I just know their product. But anyway, I was contacted by a company, and this was a really strange exchange, because as you probably know, there are some scams out there. So when someone tells you they want you to try their product, you're going to make sure they don't ask for money up front. Well, this company was a little more clever about it. They had a couple of emails with me. We like your channel. Sure you do, Jan. And we want you to try this product and review it. And what do you think of this product? And I said, looks like a product worth reviewing, I suppose. At that time, I think I was like, okay. And so they said, here's some... I'm going to read their emails and, of course, leave everything anonymous, so forgive me if I pause here and there. It says, here's the product link and some pictures. After you make the order, please tell us your order number, PayPal, and your YouTube ID. We will refund to your PayPal. So I wrote back, I really appreciate the opportunity, but I don't do any reviews of products that I have to pay for up front. And I thought that'd be the end of it. They'd be like, we didn't get this fish on the hook. Let's keep going. No. They wrote back to me. Wait a minute. Hi, Kerry. I'm the seller of the blank. Just a few days ago, it was the same day. Just a few days ago, my colleague contacted with you, and you said you wanted to review the blank. Do you still remember that? It was the same day. It was literally like a half hour after I sent my last email. It's got to be automated, right? It says, for this case, could you please make the order first, and after shipping, we will refund you all of the fees to you. After you get the order, please help us leave a 5-star review and post the video to your YouTube channel. Is it okay? Looking for your reply. So I said, I gotta step this up a notch and end this. So forgive, I don't like scam companies. So I did get a little bitchy here. I said, of course I remember it. My reply was today. To answer your question about ordering first and getting reimbursed second, my answer is still absolutely not. My mother didn't raise a fool, but thank you anyway, and goodbye. And you'd think that would be the end of it. No. He wrote back, "Hi, Kerry. I know you do not trust me, but friend, maybe you do not order on Amazon. The review is really important to us. Negative reviews can be fatal to listing. If we do not refund to you, you can leave us a negative review on Amazon. We will not let that happen and we will refund to you. Please trust me. If you still not trust me, how about we refund half of the money to you first? After you leave us 5 stars and post the video to YouTube, we will refund you another half of the money. Is it okay? Looking for your reply. Best wishes." I'm thinking, what? They are obviously just wanting me to give them my PayPal with my email so they could hack it maybe. It just seemed crazy. And they had a link with real a product, but that doesn't mean it's theirs. So then I said nothing back. I just said, I'm done. I'm not going to be mean, but they're going to just have to get the hint that this didn't work. I get another email. Okay. It was, "Hi, Kerry. Okay, if you do not want to make the order, we will send the item to you for free. And please send us your detail address. Looking for your reply. Thanks." And then I think, was there another one? I think that was it. This was back in January, so I don't know if I lost. Oh boy, I hope that's the last one. But I just thought you guys would laugh. And you know what? I'm reading it as "Hi, Kerry," but it's kind of funny because every email starts with "Hi, Kerry Mills." And I probably should have read it that way so you could laugh at that too. But it's like, "Hi, Kerry Mills. I know you don't trust me." You know what? If we're not on a first name basis, I think we're not at that point where trust has been earned. And you know, I feel more justified in this because I just read yesterday that one of the Shark Tank members, Barbara Corcoran, I really like her. She's feisty, isn't she? She's like, she likes everybody, right? She'll be like, "You know what? I like you when I like cake. We're going to do business." So she's always like that. She's like, "I like what you got. I like your aesthetic. I like what you're doing, but it doesn't work for me, and for that I'm out." And she just always knows what she's doing. Well, she had her company get phished. She had her assistant or a bookkeeper got emails from her assistant. They hack into people's emails and it's like, "Send that money over on that real estate." And she's always doing real estate. And they had these back and forths and she was convinced it was her. And it was a total of $388,371. They knew to make it a specific number. And she just bloop, sent it. And it's gone forever. They traced the IP to China, but that's all they can do. And she said, "You know, at first I was upset, but then I realized it's just money." I'm like, how much money do you have that you can just like, I'm upset if I lose $1. It is just money though. But I just thought, wow, if you can write checks like that big. I remember I worked for a company. Oh, I loved this company. It was called Frankie, and they're a Swedish company. They were just the best. The building was gorgeous. They had the best coffee. They do coffee too. And I was temping there, and they had, what was it? Every single McDonald's on the planet, and pretty much every restaurant you see, they put the kitchens in for. They are gigantical. And I had to do, when some girl had to go out for surgery, even as a temp, I had to do the end of year in the accounting, and I was nervous. And I had a guy call me because he was opening a new McDonald's, and he had to have me transfer money, and it was such a huge amount of money for his down payment for his opening. He's like, "Well, I'm waiting for this or that, but I'm just going to use some of my own money. I'm getting on a plane. How are you?" And all this stuff. And I was like, "Okay, sure, I'll transfer that now." For some reason, just handling that amount of money was scary. But anyway, what do you guys think of all that? I hope you're having a happy day. It is, what day is it? I don't even know. It's got to be Friday because I heard the garbage trucks. That's how I know stuff anymore. My husband's starting to write a whole bunch of notes down for me and everything, and I just feel like it's a little like, you know, it's happening. The Shady Pines, here I come. But yes, I hope you guys are having a happy Friday. I can't wait for spring. And so many of you asked me overwhelmingly to, yes, do a video of the videos I'm watching when I'm not watching YouTube. So I'm going to do that next. I'm actually going to do clips of me watching some of the videos that I watch, and you can see some of my live reviews. And I'm going to start working on that as soon as I end this one. And for my VIP patrons, I have a video coming exclusively for you because you are VIPs and you deserve some exclusivity. So don't think I've forgotten you. And everybody, thank you so much for watching. As always, I will be shamelessly hawking my merch, my Patreon, my Teespring, my Twitter, and my other social media. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, Hausfrau out.